Just how's it going? All right, welcome to day 4 of the training. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited that you've made it this far. All right, so how is this going to work whenever you're actually going through the training, and how is this going to work whenever you start the follow-up? The follow-up is this portion of the training. That's what you're about to learn. Okay, so how's this going to work? How does this happen? Well, remember whenever in the getting started right call, okay, first of all, let's just go through everything you've done. You've gone through the details, you've gotten all the basics down, you've got your website, you know where to send people if they want to get something from you, you've gone through your list, and finally, oh my gosh, you've done your invites. Congratulations. The scariest part of the whole piece, all right? After you got through the invites, that's 80% of the battle, quite honestly, all right? So, however, the follow-up is very important as well. There's very, very little you even have to do. Because if you remember in the beginning, in the getting started right call, whenever your coach promised you that that your coach would take all the hard questions, take the objections, take the rejections, especially in the beginning, whenever you're just getting your feet wet, right? Well, this is the part where that happens. This is the part where that's going to take place. Because you are not doing your first couple follow-ups for your first 5 or 10 or so. Generally your first 5, all right? You're not going to be doing them because you are going to be learning how to do them, all right? But there's a couple steps you have because obviously these invites that you've made to your friends, are very important, and these are your friends. These aren't your coach's friends. These are your friends, right? So what's going to happen is, number one, whenever you get on the phone, you're going to talk to them for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. If you look at your phone, you've gone 5 minutes, you've gone too long, all right? But talk to them for 2 or 3 minutes, and you want to make sure before you get your coach on the phone, because you're going to do a 3-way call. All right, you want to make sure before you get your coach on the phone that they have watched the video. So after you've done talking for a little bit, just say, hey, Bob, did you get a chance to watch that video? Awesome, cool, because that is the sharing piece. And if they haven't watched the video, there's not a whole lot we can do yet, right? All right, so the next part, the next piece, all right, you need to know how to do a 3-way call on your phone. It's generally pretty easy, especially if you have a smartphone. I know that even the phones with buttons, those ancient things, can still do it, all right? Chances are, if I were you personally, I'd invest in an iPhone or a Android or whatever smartphone for your business. Count it as a business expense. That would be a very, very smart move, okay? Just because you can operate your business from wherever you are. You can get online, get in wherever. You can get on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. All right, so definitely you want to get a smartphone if you can do that and count that as a business expense. Just count it as a business expense. It's a tax write-off. Anyway, next thing, after you learn how to do a 3-way call, you've talked to Bob for 2 or 3 minutes, and you're about to get the person on the phone because Bob has watched the video. Well, let's just pretend that Wendy is my upline coach. Okay, Wendy sponsored me in the business. I have my first person for Wendy. I'm a little bit nervous, but I talked to Bob for a couple minutes. Bob, have you watched the video? Awesome, cool. Thank you so much for doing that. Listen, I'm not too good at explaining the business yet. I'm just getting started. So I have somebody on the other line who I told about you who's really excited to meet you, and she's going to do the explaining for me, all right? Is that cool? Sweet. Well, Wendy is her name, actually. Wendy is actually the person that's helping me get my business started. She is Edify. This is what you're going to learn how to do, edification. Edification, okay, because you want to make Bob think, not that it's not true because it is, but you want to make Bob understand that Wendy is an expert. Who is an expert? Anybody that's not you. Okay? Even if I ask Wendy to do a 3-way call for me, which I've done before, because she has more of a connection with the person that we're talking to, then I ask her to do that, and I treat Wendy as if she were the expert in the situation. Okay? Because she is. She's had success, right? So I'm going to edify Wendy no matter what, whenever it comes, because I want them to understand that I'm bringing the trust because they're my friend, but Wendy is the person that brings the respect because she's the person that's seen success in this business so far, right? So this is what this is going to sound like. You want to edify Wendy for at least, or your personally sponsored coach, for at least 30 seconds, if not 60 to 90 seconds, telling them all about them and tell them how they've had success in this business, get the stats of this person. This is pretty much what it's going to sound like. So listen, I'm not too good at explaining the business yet, but I have a friend on the phone who's better at it. She's actually helping me get my business started. So she's going to do more of the explaining than me. Is that okay? Awesome, cool. Just so that she can explain it to you correctly. I don't want to get anything wrong. So before I get her on the phone, I just want you to understand, this girl that I'm getting on the phone, her name is Wendy. This girl is an amazing person. She truly, truly is. She got started in the business, I think, like a year and a half ago or so. She's been killing it ever since. She's been doing absolutely amazing. She's been changing people's lives, helping people lose weight, helping people get free of obesity, of depression, and all that stuff. In fact, even in her first 6 months, she was in the top 3% of the company because she helped so many people and now she's helping us do the same thing. Now, what's crazy is a girl as successful as she is still very, very, very easy to talk to. She has a heart that's out there truly to serve other people. Truly, truly, truly to serve other people. She wants to build orphanages, wants to build schools for people in less blessed situations across the world, in Africa, in all the different continents. She's working on that, but most of all, everything she does is for her family and for the people she's working with. So she's taken time out of her day. She's a very, very busy woman, but she's taken time out of her day to help us out and to help explain the business to you, because I told her so much about you and you're a really great guy. And yeah, she's been doing amazing, just a great person, very, very easy to talk to, and at the same time very successful. So I'm gonna get her on the phone. Is that okay? Awesome, cool. You have just edified Wendy, and this person is thinking, holy crap, this girl is intense, before they even meet her. Now Wendy is officially edified as the expert, and they are going to listen to what she has to say. All right? The close is not hard. It really, really isn't. 80% of the battle of a close is before the close even happens. All right? Before the three-way call even happens, is how well you present this person to the prospect, how well you present your coach to the prospect. Because if they see that this person is truly successful, because the question they have in their heart is, can I do this? Is this really for me? Could this be my kind of thing? Well, if they see you, okay, doing it, number one, they know a good friend is doing it. But if they see someone else like Wendy who's down to earth, okay, because she's going to tell her story, who's completely down to earth, as a completely normal person, okay, very, very easy to talk to, yet has been very successful in this business, that answers the question in their heart, yes, I can do this. But it takes the edification before, because they want to know, why am I even talking to this person? What's the big deal? Well, if you tell them she got to the top 3% of the company within the first 6 months of her business, hell yeah, they'll listen, okay? Because it answers the question, why am I even talking to this person? Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So basically, getting on the phone, you want to do a three-way call, make sure you understand how to do that. Then finally, you want to learn how to edify. Edify for at least 30 to 60, if not 90 seconds, this person, just letting them know exactly who this person is, the success they've had, and what an amazing person this is, raising your coach in the prospect's mind to the level of an expert, okay? So, next part, all right, whenever you actually get them on the phone, what do you say? What do you do? All right, this is the part where a lot of people screw up, and it's funny because it is some of the easiest stuff to actually learn and do. All right, here it is. You ready? And some people get offended when I say this, but you can get over it. I did. I was offended, and I got over it, so you can do it, I promise. All right? My coach told me whenever I got on the three-way call the first time, this is what he said. Sam, whenever I get on the phone, I want you to sit down, shut up, and listen. I'm like, okay, well, let's get this thing going, all right? So I was a little nervous. I was a little like, why? You know, why am I going to screw it up? He's like, yeah, pretty much. No, he said that because whenever you want to talk, first of all, your personally sponsored coach, whether or not they sponsored one coach, two coaches, three coaches, 100 coaches, 1,000 coaches, all right? Whether or not they're making, $100 a week, $200 a week, 6 figures, 7 figures, they're more successful than you at this point. And obviously, if they closed you and they got you to join this opportunity, they're decently pretty good at getting people in this business. I mean, they got you. They were good enough to get you on the team, all right? Get them on there, okay? And get them to do it, right? Get them to do the follow-up. You need to sit down, shut up, and listen, because what you're doing is while you're listening, you're learning and you're taking notes. Unless the coach asks you a question, don't say a word. Don't say a word, okay? Because just listen. Just take it in and listen and learn from what they're saying, because in the videos following up this video and the next day, you're going to learn the process that this coach is walking your prospect through, all right? That's something you need to learn right now, okay? So, with all that said, remember, all right, first things first, learn how to do a three-way call. The smartphone is a great investment for this business, and it's a business expense and a tax write-off. I get it. All phones can do a three-way call, I'm pretty sure, except for very, very old phones. But other than that, you should be good. All right, secondly, whenever you actually get them on there, edify. Edification is key, because you are raising your coach, the coach that's talking, to the level of an expert in your prospect's mind, and that brings the respect to the situation when you're bringing the trust. And with those two things, there's no reason the person shouldn't be able to do this business, because they're answering the question in their heart, can I do this? Okay, I hope that makes sense. So the third part is whenever you get your coach on the phone and connect them on a three-way call, sit down, shut up, and listen. Sit down, shut up, and listen. All right? And you're learning while you're listening, taking in all the things you need to know. It's okay. I was offended when I got that too. I was offended, and I was like, seriously? No, but it's for a purpose. I promise. There's nothing I'm telling you in any of these videos, or any of the coaches are telling you in any of these videos, that is not for a purpose. Whenever you sit down and you listen to what the coach is saying, learn what they say, and when you get an objection, listen to how they handle it. Listen to what they say. They are an expert. They are an expert in this business. They got you in, and if they can get you in, they can get your friend to join, because you're joining these people are joining on a cause. If they can answer that question in their heart, can I do it? They're joining in on a cause to help build a team of over 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, however big the pack's going to be, joining a family-oriented, passionate, consistent, amazing team of coaches that are doing nothing but changing people's lives, breaking people free from the bond of obesity, debt, and all the things that hold you back in life. This is an amazing cause, and learn from a person that's successful already so that you can learn how to be as good as they are, if not better, in the future. All right? So take this time to learn and be quiet and listen. Finally, if you don't have a personally sponsored coach that's officially working with you, okay, that's officially doing three-way calls, or your personally sponsored coach is brand new, just like you are their first personally sponsored coach. If you go to thepacktraining.com and you click on third-party tools, you should see a tab for three-way calls. And this has the business hours, okay, and the phone numbers of the diamond coaches on the team. It has the business hours and the phone numbers of the diamond coaches on the team that are qualified to do three-way calls for you, that are set up specifically there to do three-way calls. All right? So if your coach is cool with doing it, then do it. But if you need that resource, it's there. All right, so I hope this makes sense, and I hope you're taking this all in. All right? But welcome to day 4. Congratulations on making it this far. This is a huge step in your journey. All right? So the next part, as you're taking these appointments, you should be Emerald before the end of the week, if not by the end of week 2, okay? Week 1 is expected, but I guarantee you, even if you don't do it in week 1, you do it in week 2 or in month 1. We are so proud of you. We're so happy to have you on this team. We're so happy to have you here. I'm proud to have you as a coach in the pack. And if there's ever anything I can do, again, my name is Sam Diamond. Please feel free to Facebook me, do whatever, and I'll be happy to reach out to you and do whatever I can for you. But other than that, again, thank you so much for your time. Keep on going, and after you're done with this day, tomorrow move on to day 5, and the rest will be pretty much covered in the remainder of the training. You have learned pretty much 80% of the business up until this point. Once you got through this step, you've learned about 80% of the business, so you should be good. All right, and you've learned the majority. So take that, take that stress off your back. Okay, I know you've been overwhelmed these last couple days, but keep going, and keep learning, and I guarantee you will see success in this business if you don't give up. Never give up, and get a hold of that why, get a hold of the dream, and keep pushing forward. Again, my name is Sam Diamond, and I will see you at the top. Have an awesome day. Bye.